Do not buy the current Apple Watch Ultra right now. You need to stop and think about your choice. A massive change is coming very soon. This upcoming device could change everything you know about premium smartwatches. We are talking about the Apple Watch Ultra 4. This is not just another minor update. It is not a simple yearly refresh with a new color option. This looks like a complete reimagining of the device. Apple is finally listening to its users. They are fixing the biggest issues that people have complained about for years. The official reveal is expected to happen this September. Apple usually holds its big event at that time. The new Ultra will likely launch right next to the standard Apple Watch Series 12. Industry insiders are already sharing major leaks. Supply chain reports from Asia are matching up with these leaks. Everyone is saying the same thing. This could be the biggest upgrade since the very first Ultra model hit the market. That is a very big promise to make. But when you look at the actual data, it all starts to make sense. Let us start with the most obvious part of the watch. We need to talk about the physical design. The current Ultra model is a beast. It is incredibly strong. It can survive deep dives and harsh deserts. It is a highly capable tool for extreme athletes. But it has a very obvious downside for the average person. The watch is simply too big. It is very thick. It feels heavy on the wrist. Many people love the long battery life, but they hate the bulk. Wearing it every single day can become tiring. Trying to wear it to bed for sleep tracking is even worse. It bumps into things. It catches on your clothing. It feels like a small computer strapped to your arm. Apple knows this is a problem. They want more people to buy the Ultra. To do that, they have to make it more comfortable. The latest reports show that Apple is completely rebuilding the case. They are working on a brand new titanium body. This new body will be significantly thinner. It will also be much lighter. This change alone will attract millions of new buyers. A lighter watch means you can wear it all day without fatigue. It means the watch will finally fit comfortably on smaller wrists. It will transform the device from a niche sports tool into an elegant everyday timepiece. But this massive design change raises a huge question. How do you make a watch thinner without ruining the battery? The incredible battery life is the main reason people buy the Ultra. Users love going 2 or 3 days without looking for a charger. Nobody wants to go back to charging their watch every single night. That would ruin the whole purpose of the Ultra line. If Apple makes the watch smaller, they have less physical space for the battery cell. A smaller battery usually means less juice. This is the ultimate engineering puzzle. This is exactly where the internal hardware upgrades come into play. Apple is not just shrinking the outer case. They are completely changing the brain of the watch. Leaks indicate that a brand new S-series processor is being built for this device. This chip is focused entirely on power efficiency. It is designed to do more work while using a fraction of the power. It processes data faster, but sips energy very slowly. By reducing the power consumption of the chip, Apple can use a smaller battery cell. The watch will stay alive just as long as the old model, even though it is much thinner. This balance of power and efficiency is hard to achieve. It requires deep integration between hardware and software. If Apple succeeds, it will be a massive win for engineering. You get the sleek design you want without losing the battery life you need. It is the best of both worlds. However, not every rumored feature made the final cut. Apple is very strict about what features actually make it into production. They test many ideas behind closed doors. One fascinating feature was heavily rumored for a long time. Engineers were trying to put a Touch ID fingerprint sensor directly inside the digital crown. This would allow you to unlock your watch instantly just by touching the button. It sounded like an amazing upgrade for security and convenience. But the latest reports show that Apple has completely dropped this idea. The feature has been cancelled for the Ultra 4. The reason for this decision is quite simple. The fingerprint sensor required too much physical space inside the watch frame. The digital crown is already packed with complex mechanical and electronic parts. Adding a biometric sensor there was too difficult. Apple had to choose between a thinner design or a fingerprint scanner. They chose comfort. They decided to focus on upgrades that actually improve your daily experience, rather than adding a gimmick that makes the watch bulky again. This shows a clear direction for the Apple Watch Ultra 4. Apple is focusing on refinement. They are taking a rugged, heavy tool and turning it into a refined masterpiece. They are packing advanced technology into a body that feels good to wear. This first look at the design and internal chip tells us that the update is substantial. The physical changes will be obvious the moment you put it on your wrist. It represents a new era for Apple wearables. Now, let us dive deep into the most exciting part of this upcoming device. We must look closely at the health and software capabilities. The Apple Watch has always been more than just a timepiece or a fitness tracker. It is a health monitor that sits directly against your skin. For the Apple Watch Ultra 4, Apple is taking this concept to a whole new level. The health upgrades rumored for this model are truly groundbreaking. They could change how you monitor your body every single day. According to major supply chain leaks, the back of the watch is getting a total overhaul. Apple is reportedly introducing a new 8-sensor array. The older models use a smaller cluster of LEDs and photodiodes to read your vitals. This new array means more points of contact and more channels of data. Instead of relying heavily on complex software algorithms to guess what is happening inside your body, the watch will gather pure, real-time physical data. The accuracy will skyrocket. This means highly precise heart rate tracking during intense movement, better blood oxygen readings, and much more stable performance across different skin tones and wrist sizes. It gives you true confidence in your data. The absolute headline feature of this new sensor system is blood pressure trend monitoring. High blood pressure is a silent issue that affects millions of people globally. Most people have no idea their pressure is high until they sit down at a doctor's office. This watch aims to change that. To be completely clear, this technology will not completely replace a traditional, inflatable medical blood pressure cuff. It is not going to display your exact systolic and diastolic numbers like a medical machine does. The technology to do that accurately on a small wrist strap without inflation does not exist yet. Instead, the Ultra 4 will focus on long-term trends. It will quietly and continuously track your blood pressure patterns in the background while you go about your day. If the watch detects a sudden, unusual spike in your pressure, or if it notices your baseline trending upward over several weeks, it will send you a clear alert. It will warn you that something might be wrong. This kind of early warning system is a massive deal. It gives you the information you need to visit a doctor before a minor issue turns into a medical emergency. For many users, this single feature could literally save lives. Of course, many people are wondering about another holy grail of wearable health technology: non-invasive blood glucose monitoring. The ability to read blood sugar levels through the skin without pricking a finger would change the world for millions of diabetics. However, the latest reports indicate that we will not see this feature on the Ultra 4 this year. Apple is pouring massive resources into blood sugar research. They have teams of scientists working on it constantly. But the science behind reading glucose using lasers and light through the skin is incredibly difficult. It requires extreme precision to separate glucose molecules from other elements in your tissue. Apple has a strict rule. They do not launch critical health features until they are absolutely flawless and fully vetted. They cannot risk giving a false reading to someone who depends on accurate glucose data. So, we will have to be patient for a little while longer on that specific breakthrough. Beyond health, the visual experience is getting a massive lift. The Ultra 4 will feature a brand new display panel. This screen is engineered to be significantly brighter than the previous generation. If you are climbing a mountain in midday sun, or running a marathon on a bright highway, you'll be able to read your stats instantly without squinting. But brightness usually drains battery life fast. To fix this, Apple is using a new display technology that consumes far less energy when showing static text or dimmed watch faces. When you combine this advanced screen with the highly efficient S-series chip we talked about earlier, the entire system becomes incredibly smart with its power management. The watch will look sharper, feel faster, and respond instantly to your touch while remaining incredibly gentle on the battery. All of this advanced hardware needs equally advanced software to run it. The Apple Watch Ultra 4 is slated to launch with the brand new watchOS 27 operating system. This software will bring exclusive watch faces designed specifically to show off the data from the new 8-sensor array. You can expect smoother animations, faster app loading times, and a much deeper integration with Apple's latest artificial intelligence systems. The watch will learn your daily routines. It will know when you usually work out, when you sleep, and how your body reacts to stress. It will turn raw numbers into actionable advice. When you look at the whole picture, the Apple Watch Ultra 4 is shaping up to be an absolute powerhouse. It directly addresses the complaints of the past by offering a thinner, lighter titanium design. It preserves the legendary multi-day battery life through incredible chip and screen efficiency. And it introduces a massive leap forward in health tracking with advanced sensors and blood pressure trends. This is no longer just a niche, bulky tool meant only for extreme athletes or scuba divers. By making it sleek and packed with life-saving health tech, Apple is turning the Ultra into the ultimate daily smartwatch for absolutely everyone. If you have been holding onto an older model, waiting for a real reason to upgrade, this is the moment you have been waiting for. The jump in technology will be massive.